Hey friend, Iacopo here. I wanted to record this episode because I've seen in the past couple of years big influencers quitting on social media, big names going away from it because of mental health, and many other people talking about mental health and content creation. And I think I know why, because Alessia and we've built a YouTube channel as well, very big one, well, 220,000 subscribers, and we've been lucky enough to build a business, a multiple six-figure business on the back of it. But it wasn't easy. And I think if you want to grow an audience in 2024, given all of these mental health issues, we want to build it in a way that is sustainable, that is actually enjoyable, and then you can grow a business as well instead of just thinking about the vanity metrics. Let me start by listing all of the things that we personally did since 2016 to grow a YouTube business, if you want to call it like that, and the mistakes that we made, the struggle that we had, and also transition into something that we found new, a more sustainable way of doing something that's more enjoyable, but still wildly profitable. You know, my wife and I have been chasing views and subscribers and watch time for years. The first thing that I set my mind into when we started the first YouTube channel, Lazy Dancer Tips, was let's get as many subscribers as possible. This way we'll get monetized on YouTube and earn money from it, earn money from views. Back in 2016, we didn't have a threshold of 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours watch time, so we got monetized immediately. So we started running ads on our few videos that we had on the channel. And I still remember the first check from Google that was not even $1 after a few months of working our butt off. But despite that, we thought, let's just do more of this. You know, few videos equals few dollars, more videos equal more dollars. So we started doing more and more and more. We spent years just purely creating content for this big algorithm machine. Even in groups, Facebook groups and communities, I see people that only thinking about YouTube monetization. And it frustrates me so much that I'm here telling you how to do things right instead of continuing to fall into this algorithm trap. We wanted to make our social media channels our main stream of income, but we didn't know how to monetize it outside the ad revenue. After burning out, we said, there must be a better way. How do we make money with this thing? And a few things came to mind when Googling it, when YouTubing it, and finding different influencers like Roberto Blakes and many others that are popping up right now. You could do partnerships, sponsorships, you could do affiliates, and you can sell digital products. And we did a little bit of everything, but at the end, we landed on digital products. Because what is the point of doing sponsorships if it feels like you're selling somebody else's stuff and you still have to work for it? What is the point of doing affiliates if you still need a huge audience to get commissions on the affiliate links? So we said, why don't we just sell our own stuff? Well, we didn't have any digital product to sell, so we created one. And that's when we started selling a membership and we started seeing decent money coming in. Even if in the end we managed to have a decently big channel and a decently big business as well, I don't think the struggle that we went through was worth it. I mean, don't get me wrong, it was totally worth it. We learned so much from it. But now in retrospective, I see the main two mistakes we made there. The first mistake we made is that we tried to grow a big channel. And therefore, we had to appeal to a broad audience, because this is how the YouTube algorithm works. It will push your video to the audience that is more likely to like it. And if you want a lot of views, you need to be very broad and being trendy. But it's exhausting and it requires you to really pump a lot of energy on things that you might not even like producing. The second mistake we made was selling only low-ticket products. It was a good entry point for us. We were not confident in selling high-ticket products at the time, so that was for us the comfortable ground, and we started with what we knew was doable for us. But the problem with that is that we created a machine that was hungry for views and hungry for new customers every single month. Here's the great thing about having a big channel. For example, one of our launches was a free online event to launch our membership, Ballet membership. Having about 150,000 subscribers at the time, we managed to have more than 1,200 people registering for the free event. And usually when you have a free event, you want to offer people something under a paywall. In our case, it was a membership. And we were expecting about 1 to 2% conversion rate. In fact, out of 1,200 people registered, only half of them showed up in the live, and only about 100 people signed up for the membership. So if you have a big channel, you can rely on a ton of traffic and drive this type of big events, like the big gurus are doing, rightfully, because they have partners, they can run ads, they have profitability, they know their stuff, they know they can rely on traffic. But what are the small channels going to do about that? Can you compete with somebody that has got 200, 500,000 subscribers? You cannot use the same model. And if you want to get there, it's going to take you a long time to get there, if you don't burn out before. So hopefully I convinced you not to go for growing this big channel and trying all the things that the gurus are doing. That's in the past. We are in 2024. But for you to embrace this new way of doing things, new way of growing an audience of clients, you've got to forget about one thing that you probably is really dear to you: vanity metrics. Instead of obsessing about how many views did my video get by refreshing on the analytics page, you obsess over what is the actual people that you want to attract. What do they think about? What are their frustrations, their desires, their dreams? If you create videos around that, you will only attract people that are thinking and being triggered by that kind of stuff. So the first step for you would be to list down all of the things that your ideal client is going through right now. What are the main obstacles they're going through every day? You can talk about that. What is the aspirations? What do they want? What is that something that they want to attain today, but for some reason they can't get there? Thinking about that, instead of obsessing with the algorithm and SEO and all that rubbish, just think about few keywords, just few keywords that come to mind that might trigger the interest of your ideal client. There is no algorithm hack, there's no perfect title description. Get rid of all of those apps that help you put together the perfect SEO-friendly video. Forget about all of that. Just use few keywords that you know only your ideal client will be attracted to. A simple example, I did not overthink the title for this video, but I know many of my ideal clients, one of their mental block is that they think they need a big audience. And the title of the video is a new way to grow an audience in 2024 or 2025. So with that keyword, new and audience, I know that I'm going to attract people that, yes, they want to grow an audience, but that find a new way, a different way, because the old way sucks. Then after you've got a list of keywords that are going to attract your ideal client, it's so crucial that you create content that you will enjoy. Alessia and I made this mistake to grow a big channel. We stepped into trends. We stepped into topics that Alessia didn't really want to get into, but she did it anyway. We did it anyway because we needed a lot of views. And this is what burns you out. It's not the amount of hours that you spend creating content, it's the quality of those hours. And I remember when I started my visual effects career, I used to love staying in front of a computer for hours during the night without sleeping because I was enjoying learning how to create 3D models. I never burned out on that. I started burning out on that when deliveries for movies were imposed on me, when they had an unrealistic deadline that I had to meet. I was still doing what I was doing in my bedroom when I was 18, but then it became a chore, it became a frustration when I had to do it. The same goes for content creation. If it's terrible, if it feels like a chore, it's gonna burn you out. So keep it simple. Think about the best people you can help and you wanna work with because you wanna create a business around your social media and create content that you also enjoy creating for them. Then within your content, it's not all about teaching. You should also share about your story, just like I did a moment ago when I told you about my visual effects background. People want to know who you are. They want to know what you like, what your values are. I personally like to relate with people that take care of themselves physically and mentally, that have a good relationship with their partner, because these are the values that I have. I want to have a balanced life where I take care of my health, my finances, and my hobbies, and my wife, because I think it's really important to me. What is it important to you? I want to know, if I'm watching a video that you just created, I want to know a bit about you, because I'm not going to buy a program from you if I don't quite trust the way you live your life or the way you carry yourself. So don't think that people don't care. I care, so other people will care too. Then if you design your content around explaining your method, why you are different, and also you give people call to actions to make them do a specific thing, liking a post, writing a comment, sign up for an event, download the free resource that you have, people will do it. People are not going to do what you not tell them to do. So, for example, if it's been useful, this video so far, click on the like button. It will really help spread this message and see if it works. It's a test. I promise you, if you start ignoring the analytics and obsessing over your ideal, not any client, just your ideal client, creating this type of content, you will attract less views. So I'm telling you to do the exact opposite of what everybody else is doing, like get more views. I don't want you to get more views. I want you to get the right views, because your life depends on it. Your mental health depends on it. And also you want to attract only a few type of people, not everybody. So it's going to take a while to get the hang of it, but this is the key for at least audience creation. Now, if you want to have an audience of buyers as well, there are a few things that we want to look into. Now, because an audience by itself is just a bunch of likes and subscribers, you cannot deposit that in the bank and you're not going to impact anyone as well. We want to look into monetization as well. For Lazy Dancer Tips, back in the days, we needed to launch products, usually our membership, but sometimes it was self-standing products as well. So what was our strategy? Our strategy was to create a live online event, which was completely free. Remember, we were all about growing a big audience, so everything we did was for free. Give as much as you can. So we created these events to launch our products that were free. That's why we had thousands of registrations. And if you have a big audience, it's probably a good idea, so you can have a lot of people going through your funnel. But if you don't have that volume of traffic, what do? I recommend you, and we're doing this as well, I recommend you to create paid, low-ticket online events. So outside your free content, you can think about giving a masterclass, a workshop, a webinar, very specific to fix a narrow but complete problem, meaning get your ideal clients do something with you practically, but also investing a little bit of money in themselves with you. Every view, every click, every comment is a micro yes. But when somebody pays you money, it's a way bigger yes. So the sooner you can get that yes into the bank account, the sooner a relationship is built. So something you could do if you have a small audience, first, to grow your email list. Second, to monetize a little bit immediately. Third, to create a bigger relationship with your audience, is a paid, low-ticket workshop. Think about a problem you can solve with this workshop, announce it, promote it for 7 to 10 days, and you're done. You should not overcomplicate this. It should be easy. Maybe something that you're already doing for your clients. Just package it all up and create a workshop for it. In the workshop, you can have the chance to deliver massive value. People that were on the fence, maybe buying your high-ticket product, they would say, this is incredible, I gained so much value from this workshop. I might sign up with you for maybe a close proximity program, maybe a coaching program, maybe a one-to-one, whatever you have. But the beauty of the low-ticket product is that you can then introduce your high-ticket product there. The difference is you're not dealing with cold people that don't know who you are. They don't know how, if this is going to work for them or not, because they've already invested something with you. So they're already pre-sold in a way on you. And if you have done a good job on your content, you told your story, they know your method, they know what you offer, it's an even easier sell at the end of the workshop. This is basically it. This is the way that even channels below 1,000 subscribers can make thousands of dollars without AdSense, without affiliates, without sponsorships, which is all the things that all of the other people are trying to do because they don't know any better. Because they've been sold a dream that, coming from that dream being burned for it, it's not worth pursuing. Your ideal client, the people that you want to impact, they need you right now. They don't need you 5, 6, 10 years from now where you manage to grow a big audience. They need you now. And this is a beautiful way for you to really narrow it down to who you want to talk to, what type of value can you bring to the table and for whom specifically, and just go directly to them, speak directly to these people. It will seem like nobody cares, but you never know who's watching, and as soon as you start putting out offers about a low ticket workshop, people will show up. Especially if you ask them beforehand, what would they like to do? If you ask them options, maybe on the title of the workshop, maybe on the topic that they want to work on, use your community because you are helping them, you are their guide. And as soon as you have something more valuable than free content, they'll jump on it if you've done your marketing research well. I don't want to overwhelm you with more information, but let me recap. I really hope you understood that growing a big channel, whether it's totally doable for anyone dedicated enough to do so, I want you to really understand that the why you want to do it. If you don't have a big enough why, you're not going to get there. It's very difficult, especially nowadays. And I gave you a new recipe to grow an audience of buyers, an audience of clients that is not going to allow you to create a big channel, at least within the next few months, but it's going to create an immense level of impact for you and the people that you want to help. You will manage to monetize your channel sooner and not be discouraged by the algorithm trap anymore. So instead of speaking to a broad audience, speak to a very narrow audience. Then when it comes to monetization, try a low ticket workshop, promote it for just 7 to 10 days, get people in, and then introduce them to your next level of support, your high ticket offer. This is how you move your people from social media into your ecosystem, into becoming coaching client or one-to-one clients. That's the magic recipe. It's not difficult, is it? It just requires you to have the right mindset to implement it. There are no secrets, just a set of skills that you need to put in place one step after the other. But I don't want you to burn out in the process, and this is the reason why I made this video. Try it out. And if you want to go deeper into the elements of the strategies, we explain our 3-pillar method in another video that you can watch right now and discover how we make 20 to 30K a month in a tiny hobby niche using the 3 main pillars that we discovered along the way. If you want to watch it, here's the video you can watch right now.